The biggest lie that people tell themselves is that they have to be an expert to have a successful business online, when it's just not true. Because I've made over 7 figures online in my business with just one digital product, doing a little over 900K without really knowing what I was doing. I ask people all the time, why don't you start your own business? And they all tell me the same thing. I don't have any skills. I don't have any experience. I don't have any qualifications. I don't know how to do anything. Blah, 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 yada, 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 yada. When they don't need any of that stuff, because you can actually work backwards in order to be successful online in your business. Now, I know that may not make any sense to you right now, but it will here in about 5 minutes or so, because it's only going to take me about 5 minutes to break down this simple concept. So if you don't have 5 minutes to spare, then you'll just keep on putting self-limiting beliefs on yourself and never actually go anywhere. So the reason why most people think that they need to have all of these skills, all of these qualifications, all of this expertise before they can actually have any success in their business is because they've been conditioned for actual failure by the school system. Because the educational system, or what I like to call the uneducational system, because it doesn't teach you anything that you need to actually be successful in life, or the school business has indoctrinated everybody to think that you have to go to school to get all of these skills in order to make some money. A lot of people go to school or go to college to get all of these skills to get a job. So people have this same thing in their brain when they're thinking about entrepreneurship and business. They think that they have to acquire all of these skills in order to build the business that is going to make the money, because most people have the belief that they have to go to school to acquire all of these skills to go and get a job to get the money. And even that go to school to get the skills to go and get the job stuff doesn't even work. Just take a look outside at the world right now. Like, there's somebody that comes to mind right now. I know this young lady that went to school to get her degree because she thought in order to get the job that she wanted, she would have to have these skills. Well, guess what? All these skills that she got at school has not led to her getting a job that uses any of those skills. She's currently loading trucks for FedEx. You don't have to go to college to load trucks at FedEx. Now, also, you're talking to somebody that has a college degree. I have a college degree in marketing with a professional sales concentration. Guess what? I did not learn anything about marketing or sales in college with my marketing with the professional sales concentration. I learned nothing about business. I learned nothing about entrepreneurship in school. But since all of these people have been conditioned by the school business or the uneducational system to think that you have to go and acquire all of these skills in order to do something, they have it all backwards. You don't need to go and acquire skills in order to go to the market. You need to go to the market and then acquire the skills. So let me grab my whiteboard so I can give you a horribly drawn diagram to really break this down for you visually. So this is how most people are doing it, and they're failing at this. They think that they need to have the skills here, and then they can go to the market, right? But what you actually need to do is to just reverse this. You need to go to the market, figure out what people actually want, because in business, you need to have something that somebody else needs. You need to have a solution to somebody else's problem. All these people that are failing out here are thinking of ways to make money instead of going and figuring out what people need solutions for and then obsessing on coming up with the solution to their actual problem. So you go to the market, figure out what people actually need, and then you go acquire the skills that you can now bring back to the actual market. So how do you do this? Look, you will separate yourself from like 99% of people if you simply just go out and read some books. Look, if you just read, like, and I'm not even exaggerating on this, if you simply just read like 2 books on a certain subject, you will have more knowledge on that subject than like 99% of people. It's crazy to me the amount of information that is freely available to people that is just in plain sight in a book, and people just refuse to pick up a book. You could read 2 books, 3 books, and you will know more than like 99% of people about the actual subject. You can go and you can get some courses. You can go and you can find somebody for some type of mentorship. You need to find who actually knows the information. You need to find who actually knows the skills. Most people, they're just asking how. But you need to ask yourself who, not how. So who is going to be the person that has these skills that you can bring back to the market? Now, that may be some author, that may be somebody that has a course available, that may be somebody that has a mentorship available, that may be somebody that has some type of membership or something available. But go and find who it is that you can learn to acquire these skills from that you can then take back to the market. And as you are acquiring these skills, this is the number one thing that you want to do that most people are not doing because they don't feel as if they are an expert. You need to start to work in public. You need to start to work in public and start to teach about the actual skills that you are actually acquiring. And this here is going to be a huge thing because this is actually how you do become the perceived expert in your actual field. So if you work in public and you teach everything that you know, you become the expert. A lot of people, they have it backwards. They think that only experts teach, but people don't teach because they're experts. People become experts because they teach. So I'll use myself as an example. The first business that I had any success in was a small niche in real estate, right? I was in a small niche in real estate called wholesaling. Right, I started to work in public and I started to teach everything that I knew about the subject as I was learning it and as I was implementing it for myself to get a result for myself. Guess what? I became the perceived expert in that actual field because I was teaching about the stuff that I know. I'm doing no different right now as I've fully taken my business online. I become the expert about what it is that I'm talking about because I talk about what I talk about. People think that people teach because they're experts. Like I said, people have this totally wrong. People become experts because they teach. And this is how you do become the expert. This is how you do become the authority in your actual niche, which this is going to be huge. Look, you have to focus in and you have to lock in on what your actual niche is going to be. Now, you may have heard this before of picking a niche, but a lot of people, they're picking a niche the entirely wrong way. And at the end of this video, I really break down how you can properly pick your niche. But more importantly than picking your niche, you need to take it a level deeper and you need to build out your avatar. Now, your avatar, this is going to be your customer profile. This is a singular individual that you are going to be helping within the actual niche. So most people, all that they do, just imagine that this is just a niche. And just imagine that all of these dots are just people within the niche. This is why people can't gain any traction because it's too vast. You're in the ocean and it's hard to get seen in the ocean with all the other fish swimming around in the ocean. But when you build out an avatar profile, you build out one person within that actual niche and you'll be shocked to figure out how many more people fit the actual avatar profile that you've built within the niche. But we have to know who it is that we're actually helping, and we have to obsess on coming up with solutions to their actual problem so we can package up that solution in the vehicle of a digital product for them. So now that you have your avatar profile, you need to isolate an actual problem, and like I said, obsess on coming up with the solution to only your avatar within your niche's problem. And then you simply just sell the solution. And that's where you make the actual money. But this is why so many people are having so many struggles and failing, because they're doing this stuff totally ass backwards, because they don't realize, unbeknownst to them, that they've been conditioned by an educational system or by a business that is not set up for them. Look, I'm not going to give you a history lesson on the school system, but just off of the origins of everything, it was not designed to actually educate people. It was designed to teach us basic reading, writing, and arithmetic, and then place us into a factory job. They wanted to teach us the basic stuff to where we wouldn't just be doofuses going and working the factories back during Rockefeller's time and all this type of stuff. And then even higher education is a newer concept. High school is a fairly new concept. The only reason that they even started to do high school was because there was not enough jobs. There was a job shortage. So after middle school, we just went off to work in the factories. But then there was all of these teenagers that were unemployed that were running amok in the street. And then they created high school, basically to just have a daycare for the unemployed teenagers out there. And guess what? That's why you don't learn anything new in high school. They still just teach you more basic reading, writing, arithmetic. And that's why we have all of these qualified people that have went to higher education in college that cannot get jobs in their actual field where they have their supposed expertise. Because guess what? All the people that were going into school, they don't know how to do the job. They know how to pass tests. Now, I'm not talking about people that want to be like lawyers and doctors and engineers and all this stuff. Yeah, go to school. But I'm talking about everybody else out here. But when you actually go to the market first and see what people actually want, and then go out and get the skills, you get numbers coming in online in your business like all them that you see on the screen right now. So if you're ready to make more working less online from stuff that you already know, go ahead and click the link down in the description and join this Credit at the Top community. For weekly coaching from myself, all my exclusive trainings, plus a private community and entrepreneurs, all designed to grow your business online. It's only $47 a month to join right now. That's less than a cup of coffee per day. So click the link down in the description and tap in, and I'll see you on our coaching call this Wednesday. But I know a lot of people, they ask me this also. How do I go to the market to figure out what it is that they actually need? Realize the market, your niche, your avatar, it's people. So go out and talk to people. Look, even though that you are building a digital online business, you still need to think and talk to actual people. So use the power of the internet and see what people are going through. See what people actually need help with. Go in Facebook groups. Go on people's comments in their YouTube videos. See the questions that people are asking. Go on a website called Answer the Public. AnswerThePublic.com. On Answer the Public, literally you can type in any niche, any industry, and Answer the Public is going to give you back all of the top search questions that people are searching for the answers for each and every single day. Make a post on your social media and say, hey, I'm thinking about helping X amount of people do XYZ. DM me this word if you're interested. People are going to DM you whatever your call to action is if they want help with whatever it is that you're thinking about. Have a conversation with them and ask them questions so you know what to actually go out and seek, so you know what knowledge to go out and get to, whereas then you can bring it back to the market. It's very simple, but a lot of people, they just tend to overcomplicate this. Now, earlier in the video here, I said that I was gonna go a lot deeper on the niche because a lot of people, they struggle with the niche. But when you do this exercise, then you can really tap in to your niche of one, and you can actually figure out a way to build a business online that you actually love to do and you look forward to doing every day, and you can make peaceful, passionate, purposeful profits instead of just doing a business for business sakes. But I get so detailed with this that it deserves its own video. So I'm gonna link the video for you to check out this one right after this. So go ahead and click the link down in the description if you want to tap into the community. And I'll see you on our coaching call this Wednesday. Go ahead and check out this video right here about how you can actually build your niche of one and make money by doing something that you love to do. It's Credit at the Top.